Good morning everybody. Now here you see we are dealing with photosynthesis and primarily today we will be dealing with where does the photosynthesis take place. Now photosynthesis basically takes place in the mesophyll tissue. Okay, mesophyll tissue of the leaf where there is large number of chloroplast cell and aligned around the wall. You see the wall of the tissue, the chloroplast cells are aligned there. Why? Because there is a plenty of sunlight. Okay, they get plenty of sunlight so that all the photochemical reaction, photosynthesis is basically a photochemical reaction, so that takes place over there. And you know the main function takes place within the halocoid. You see here of the chloroplast. Main chloroplasts are responsible. Now here you see this chloroplast, this is a diagram of the chloroplast of electron magnification. Okay, through electron microscope, if it is magnified, so then only you get. Now two basic part functional unit is number one the outer membrane, okay, the inner membrane. You see these stacks of grana. See here you have stacks of grana and here you have stromal lamina. Okay, these are stromal lamina. So this they are the basic thing, and you see inside these are starch granules and these are small lipid molecules, and you have this ribosome also there. Now you know functionally. If we see this is the matrix of the stroma, okay, grana and stroma. So what is the function of this membrane? This membranes of grana, you know, they are responsible for trapping sunlight. You see, they are responsible for trapping sunlight, and what do they do? All the light energy is trapped here, and in the membranous structures of this grana, synthesis of ATP and NADPH is formed. You know, ATP and NADPH. Now this is the major part of the photosynthesis, because they convert light energy into ATP, and as I had told you earlier, this ATP is basically useful biological energy, and human beings or animals or any living organism can make use of ATP as the energy packet, nothing else. Okay. Now see what is the function of the stromal matrix. See, stromal matrix, they synthesize sugar. That is glucose is the simplest form, but they synthesize sugar. And inside you see there are starch granules. So sugar cannot be stored. While we were doing biomolecules, we all know that why sugar cannot be stored, but it has to be converted into starch for storage. For storage of sugar, it has to be converted to starch granules. So these starch granules are also visible in the chloroplast cell. Okay. Now, after this, we see that chloroplast two type of reaction take place. Okay. Now, first is the light reaction, and the second is the dark reaction. Now, light reaction. In light reaction, it is actually a photochemical reaction. Okay, photochemical reaction, again you see, we had done it earlier. Why photochemical? Because photo is related to light. Okay, light, photolytic you may also call it. So this is it. And what is the dark reaction? Dark reaction is a carbon reaction. Okay. Now you see, this carbon reaction is actually, you know, if we think photosynthesis to be of loading of a car, okay, dark reaction is unloading of it. For example, this ATP is produced. So this ATP is used and NADPH, you know, this is reduced. So again this NADP is available for the light reactions. So for example, if it is a car, it is loaded with sugar and other things. So this is the light reaction, and in the dark reaction again the cart is empty so that it can be filled up with sugar and energy molecule. Okay. So in the next part we will be dealing with light reaction and dark reaction. Okay. So today we are simply dealing is found, and you know this chloroplast cells are aligned around the walls of the mesenchymal tissue, and here you know this it has got mainly the grana and the stroma lamina, as well as the matrix is also made up of a stroma. Hats of thallopoids are there in the grana, and the stromas is there. This is responsible for trapping the sunlight and production of ATP and NADPH. The stromal lamina is also there, and what do? The stromal matrix, it helps in the synthesis of sugar. So sugar that is produced is stored in the form of starch granules here, and you see this is lipid droplets is also there. So this and the ribosome is there for protein synthesis and carry on with the function. It takes place in two parts. One is a light reaction and a dark reaction. Light reaction is a photochemical reaction, and the dark reaction is the carbon reaction. Now here again you see in your book, you know, see the diagram, and here again you see the outer membrane, the inner membrane, the stromal lamina, the grana, the stroma. Okay, then you see starch granules and droplet, and this is the figure, and this light reaction and dark reaction will be again dealing in the next day.